For this recovery session, we're just going to do 4 powerful exercises. The focus of this session is finding your left side, because all of our bodies are naturally asymmetrical, and most people struggle with finding this left side because we carry more weight. We have most of our organs on this right side. And so naturally, the human body tends to favor the right side. However, there are rare cases where I have someone or I come across someone that struggles with the right side. And so you have to listen to your body and see what you need. And I will show you how to do that with this first exercise. And then we're going to be working on just getting some mobility in the hips, just some movement, really basic, and also relaxation and releasing tension. This is a really short session. It's super powerful. So give it a try. And as always, if you want to get involved with my private community, want to get on my app and get my custom new every month, do at your own pace sessions through my app and through my private community, want some nutritional help and some additional coaching, comment below, coach me, and I will hook you up. Without further ado, we're going to start with some rock back breathing, alternated rock back breathing, which just means I'm going to get into this rock back position. You'll note I have my knees apart just because I am pregnant, so I need to make room for this belly. And I always like to disclaimer here, every movement that I choose to do with my body is intentionally chosen and feels safe for me right now. Always make sure that movements feel safe for you. If they don't, or if you need help modifying, comment below, coach me, and I will help you. Otherwise, skip them and just keep moving forward, okay? Do the best you can, meet yourself where you're at. So I'm gonna be sitting back on my heels, and from here, I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna have this left side, I want my elbow in line with my rotator cuff here, and I've got my palm up. On my other side, my right side, I've got my palm down, and I want this hand slightly pushed forward so my wrist is in line with the tips of these fingers, okay? So just enough. And then what I'm gonna do from here, I'm gonna rotate my head a little bit so I'm looking toward my armpit. And that's gonna help me just really emphasize this left side. And once I get into this position, I'm gonna focus on my breath, and I want 8 to 10 good breaths. So I'm really sitting into this left side. I'm pushing away from the ground with the back of this left forearm, looking toward my armpit, or you can look at your fingertips. Just kind of play with that and see what feels better for your body. I always want to encourage you to play and feel things out for your body. Every body, capital B-O-D-Y, is a little different. So we're just trying to find this left side. And I'm going to take a deep breath in through my nose. And I'm gonna focus on really expanding through my back and through my ribs, because my lungs are here, right? They're up in the upper part of my ribs. They're not down here in my belly. So we're not working on belly breathing. We want both to happen through my lungs. I wanna fill my lungs. I want to expand, especially through my back, and pushing away from the floor. The back of this forearm helps. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in. And I want that breath to fill and expand and come all the way down through to the wall behind me, okay? And then exhale, staying expanded, draw the ribs down. Nice long, slow exhale. I'm talking, so it's hard for me to do that, but I'll demonstrate it better here in a second. You want to imagine with that exhale, it's pretty forceful. It's like I'm filling a balloon, that I have a balloon here at my mouth. Nice long exhale, staying expanded. I don't want you to go limp as you exhale, okay? So I'm long through my neck. Really powerful, especially for anyone who struggles with chronic injury on the left side of their body. I am one who, before I started really focusing on this asymmetrical recovery work and getting connected to this left side, I was getting chronic injuries, especially to my left foot and ankle. And you'll realize over time how inextricably connected your pelvis and your pelvic floor is to your feet and your hips and your core. So if you're someone who struggles with low back pain, also, this is extremely important. And so most of my clients do all of this rock back alternated work on this left side. But if you're somebody who struggles to find your right, it's completely okay to do both sides or to spend a little more time on the right. You would just do the opposite. So I'd have my right palm up and left hand slid a little forward, okay, wrist in line with these left fingertips. And I would do the same thing, looking toward the right armpit, pushing away from the floor, the back of this right forearm. Find that right side, breathe in, and then exhale. And I'm almost always feeling really solid on this right side, so I do all this work on the left. But feel your body out if you're unsure, and always listen to your body and what it tells you, okay? So movement number 2, we're gonna do a 90-90, just transition. And so I'm gonna get into a 90-90 position here through my hips and my legs. And really simple, we're just gonna grease the joints. We're just gonna move back and forth. I don't want you to try to like shove your knee down into the ground or force this. I want it to feel pretty easy. And you can start with your hands on the floor like so, and just nice and slow. I'm just rocking back and forth like this. Nice and slow. If you have better mobility and this feels really easy, you can come up and be unsupported here. Again, not forcing your knees to touch the ground. We're just greasing joints here and just getting that mobility. And we'll do about 8 to 10 double count. Nice and slow. Breathe in, expand. So I try to keep this stack between my ribs and my pelvis, working on my postural strength and efficiency here. And you'll realize very quickly how bad I am at counting. I think this is 5 for me. And I'm just gonna, for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna do 8 double count. I think this is 7. But always feel free to pause and give yourself more time to play with this. Really focus on staying stacked here, ribs and pelvis. So what I don't want you to do is like lean back and arch into your low back to try and manipulate yourself into these positions. If you're doing that, come here to the supported position, because trust me, over time, that's gonna serve you much more. All right, lastly, we're gonna do some body rolls. I wanna do an upper body roll and lower body. For the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna do 4 of each per side. And then if you're feeling saucy, you wanna do a little more, you're feeling more tense, I wanna encourage you to do 6 to 8 of each per side, okay? But I want you to lay down into like a dead man's pose. Like you are literally a sack of potatoes or a bag of water. Okay, we're gonna start with the upper body roll. And our intention here is to work on staying as relaxed as possible, okay? And so for this upper body roll, I'm relaxed, I've got my chin up, so my airway is nice and open. And I'm just gonna creep this left hand or crawl this left hand. Notice how limp my hand is and relaxed. And I'm just gonna slowly, really slowly creep across my body. And I'll feel it just kind of pull my hip, my upper body, until I go limp onto the other side. Note that this hand is a little in front of my bottom hand, okay? And then I'm gonna creep back, leading with my foot, so I stay really relaxed. The point here is relaxation, okay? This is especially powerful for anyone that has struggled with low back pain, neck pain, anywhere in between, okay? So again, really slow. I'm gonna creep across. Note I'm staying relaxed in my head, relaxed in my neck, and I'm letting my upper body lead and pull the lower. Then I'm gonna lead with that bottom foot, staying as relaxed as I can through the hip and the upper body. There's 2. And really slow. And each rep should feel just even more and more like a rag doll as you get more comfortable with this roll. But relaxation, or tension rather, is one of the main limiting factors that I find in regards to movement in people. Okay, last upper body roll. Really relaxed. And then we're gonna lead with the lower body. Okay, now for the lower body roll, we're gonna have just a little bit of tension. I'm just adjusting so I'm better in the video frame. I want you to, the leg that's gonna lead, so I'm gonna go to the right. So my left foot, I'm gonna flex it, and I'm gonna come to a 90-degree here. But I want to be in a position that allows me to be as relaxed as I can through the pelvis and the hip. That's extremely important, okay? Now, from here, what I'm gonna do, really slow, I'm relaxed, and I'm gonna lead with my knee and my foot, and my left arm is gonna follow, really relaxed, okay? And now I'm gonna lead with my upper and let that pull my hip and my foot. And you have an option here. You can put your leg down and then come back, or you can just stay here in this flexed position the whole time, which is usually what I opt to do. So that was 1. Relaxed and limp in this left arm and follow. And now I'm gonna lead back, really slow, staying as relaxed through the pelvis as you can. Good. And I'm gonna do 1 more. It should just feel good, nice and relaxed. We're just releasing all that tension. Good. So I did 4, but feel free to do 6 or 8. Press pause. And now we're gonna go the other way. And I'm gonna flip around just so that you see me from the front and not from my backside. Okay, so ragdoll, sack of potatoes. I'm gonna start with my upper body roll, limp in my hand, airway is open so that I can also breathe. Lead back with that foot and hip. Ragdoll. And I'm gonna go rep number 2. But you go at your pace. Let my hand just kind of lead my head and my hip. One more. And now I'll do my lower body roll. So I'm going to flex my right foot now, and then right hip flexion here, or knee. Make sure that I'm in a position with that hip and leg where I can be relaxed in the pelvis. And I'm going to lead with this right. And then I'm going to lead back. Relax through the arm. Pull that hip back. Super. I believe this is my fourth one. And of course, I just did 4, but feel free to do more. Whatever feels good and feels right for your body. That's what I want you to do. So enjoy that. I hope it felt really good. As always, if you want some additional support, additional coaching, want to get involved in my private community and my app, comment below, coach me, and I will hook you up. Or if you need help modifying a movement or have questions, I'd love to jam on it with you and chat. That's what I'm here for. I'm doing my best to pour everything I have into this channel, full of free resources for you. And I pour even more into my private community. So until next time, have a great day, and let's just keep fixing your body so you can live your life, friend.